Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. It's your first time on the channel. Welcome. On this channel, you'll find truck and SUV news, reviews, interesting stuff like this. Those are spy photos of the new Ford F-150 with the Tremor. Yes, the Tremor package is available in Super Duty. It's coming down to the F-150 and also probably the Ranger. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at these spy photos I bought for you guys to enjoy. All right, here we go. Here is the 2021 or future, I guess maybe 2022 Ford F-150 Tremor. Now, we can tell this is the newer model because we do have the grille and the headlights are shown, and you can see that that's new design. And you can see the camouflage over it. They do this camouflage to screw up the cameras a little bit and hide things. As we kind of come around the sides, we can see that this is sitting a little bit different. It's sitting a little bit higher than the F-150 did, the one they unveiled. And they definitely got a different look to it. And you can tell this is probably going to be that Tremor package. Tremor typically was a suspension package. We'll talk a little bit more details about it when I talk to you about Super Duty, what came on that. And as we kind of go around, we can see, yep, you can see that different rake. You can see the different height in the back. You can see where the suspension has it raised up a little bit more. As we come around to the full back, we see dual exhaust back there. We don't, and again, nothing special with tailgate. That didn't do any fancy tailgate wars like everybody else is doing. As we come around the sides, we can see that frame underneath really stands out. And we'll get a little bit closer here as we come around to the back. You can a little bit see the camouflage is pretty crazy, like a bunch of golf balls. Looks like what they're doing with that style. And we zoomed in a little bit on the front, and there we go. There are the general grabber. These are, we'll see a little bit closer, to 275 70 R18s. That's a 33-inch tire. And so we can kind of see there, but I don't see a whole lot of suspension other than the shocks are all black. You can see they're all hidden in there. Everything else is kind of hidden as we go around this truck. And, you know, no cool wheels, or rims, I should say. Just kind of some stock rims. Looks like they're just painted black to kind of hide what's going on here. And they're always sneaky when they do these out testing. You can see the computer in there in the lab, on his lap where he's doing the testing. A lot of computer testing is driving around. They're checking like fuel economy and cooling and how the engine's performing as they test out this truck. And you can see F-150 there right next to the mirror. You can see it right built in their emblem. Now, like I said, this is coming to the F-150 and the Ranger. If you remember, it was a year ago, or like the 2020 feels like 10 years ago, that the Super Duty came out with the Tremor package. Now, in that truck, we had 35-inch diameter Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack. Now, these were the largest diameter available on a heavy-duty truck, and I expect that in the light duty as well. Mounted on a set of unique 18-inch matte finish black wheels. They were combined with a 2-inch front-end lift and a shorter air dam. It has an impressive 10.8 inches of ground clearance, best-in-class for water fording at 33 inches, and best approach to departure angles of any Super Duty ever, 31.65 and 24.51 degrees, respectively. It also had some suspension changes, progressive rate springs. They balanced out heavy-duty towing needs with the control for off-road as well. It had a rear stabilizer bar. There was custom 1.7-inch piston twin-tube dampers to work on body control. Also, there was a locking rear differential, electronic shock shift on the fly engagement, and new Dana limited slip differential. There was also a certain drive mode. It was the trail control drive mode, and you can just, it's like cruise control for off-road driving. You press the button, speed you want to go, and you just drive. A lot similar to crawl control that Toyota offers as well. Now, that was on the 2020 model, and like I said, we're kind of working our way down to all the other models as well. Now, pricing on a Super Duty was a couple $1,000s to $6,000, depending on if you did the gas model or diesel model. They also came out with a really cool integrated winch that was built into the Super Duty models. Really cool to see in the half-ton integrated winch as well. I'd expect the pricing to be about the same. It's going to fit between the FX4 and the Raptor. It's just that next kind of level of off-road capability without going Raptor and still having good payload and towing. It's one of the things that the Super Duty has over the Power Wagon is it's got really good payload numbers and towing numbers, where the Power Wagon doesn't quite as well, and it comes in a diesel too. So it'll be interesting to see if Ford's going to do the same thing. They'll do it in the F-150, they'll do a diesel version, they'll do a winch version, or now it'll be interesting to see what Ford does in the half-ton, whether they go integrated front winch on it, whether they do diesel and gas, or if they're just going to do gas only, the 3.5 or the 5.0 liter Coyote that has cylinder deactivation now. I'll link to that video above. It's an interesting find. And so there's some good changes coming from Ford, I think. I think this is where the market's going. Chevy's done this before. It took the Z71, made it a package, and made the Trail Boss its top kind of off-road truck. And so I think You'll see Ford do more of this. Frankly, the Tremor's probably got more of a cool name to it than FX4 does, and so I could see them eventually getting rid of FX4 and just putting the slot in there. It makes a lot of sense. So you get the off-road capability, you don't have to go the Baja side capability, and you get the better price point, plus you still get to tow and haul. Okay, there you go. There are the details I have on the Ford F-150 with the Tremor package. I would expect this to come out probably summer of next year. I would probably indeed a lot sometime thereafter, a couple $1,000s increase depending on the trim level, upwards of more expensive depending, like I said. Now the trim levels are so varying over Ford, you know, it's hard to put a price on the options because it depends what configuration, what cab. In the Super Duty, if you recall, it's only available in the crew cab and four-wheel drive. This could be the same thing with the Tremor and the F-150. So let me know your thoughts below. Are you excited about this? You're like, nah, blah, what's gonna happen? Let me know. I'm always curious to hear your thoughts. Check this other video out over here. It's a good time. Website down below. As always, I'll see you down the road.